What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Counterpoint MTG here, down in the dungeon. And, know what we're talking about today? What are we talking about?
Dragon's Maze. That's what we're talking about.
That's what we're talking about. Ain't nothing else to talk about.
Ain't nothing.
Want to talk about politics?
I'm not going to say anything about politics.
Okay.
Because...
We'll just talk about Dragon's Maze.
Okay, so this one will be about the cards, and the next video will be about the pre-release, which is a bit more not very many people know about. But anyway, we'll start out. Owen will read out the first card. We'll go down. This will probably be a longer video, but...
So, and these are the cards that Magic has put up on the website. So these aren't just, like, claims to be cards.
So this is, like, verified by Wizards of the Coast.
Indeed. So...
And what we'll do is we'll tell you the mana cost, what it is, the rarity, and what it does.
Yes.
And what guild it belongs to, which people already know.
So, first card is Advent of the Worm. It is a 4, 1 colorless, 2 green, 1 white. It's rare, and you put out a 5/5 green worm creature token with trample onto the battlefield.
So it's awesome because it's an instant, so you can throw it down if you have nothing. And it's only 4 mana for a 5/5. So.
And to get in the way of other creatures.
And with trample?
Yeah, with trample. Sweet. That's a rare card.
Okay. So what they're also introducing in this set is the fuse cards, which are basically opposites of each other. Like this one here is armed and dangerous. So what armed does is it's uncommon for 1 colorless and 1 red. It gives a target creature +1/+1 and double strike until the end of turn. And the dangerous version, which is on the right, is 3 colorless, 1 green, and it's an uncommon. And all creatures able to block target creature this turn do so. And they activate what? Left to right?
Left to right.
Left to right.
So armed would activate before dangerous.
Yeah. And they're sideways, so if you think about it, your card would be... Okay, so this is Lazov. Okay, so they would be like this way, oriented like this.
Yeah. Which could be kind of a dead giveaway that you have a fuse card if you don't play it right.
Unless you turn it like that.
Yeah, you gotta play it. You gotta play it cool. Pretty soon you're gonna have to play your whole hand like this. The next one's called Beck and Call.
Oh, also with fuse cards. Sorry to interrupt.
No.
You can play them both at the same time or just one or the other.
So Beck and Call. Beck is a 2 mana. It's a green-blue. And... What?
Rarity.
Oh my goodness.
What?
God.
We'll cut that out.
Okay, I'm going to start at Beck and Call.
Okay.
So Beck and Call is a... they're both Are they... No, they're rare.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. Beck and Call, they're a fuse card. Rare. Beck is...
And also with fuse, you can activate one, or you can activate them both at the same time.
Yeah. So with Beck, whenever a creature enters the battlefield this turn, you can draw a card. And then Call is put 4 1/1 white bird tokens with flying onto the battlefield. And
what's the mana cost and rarity on that?
They're both rare, and the cost on Call is 6, 4 colorless, 1 white, and 1 blue.
So an Azorius and
an Azorius and a Simic. And it's cool because since it activates left to right, you would play the 4 birds after, so you would draw 4 cards when you play it, which I really like.
Okay, so here's breaking and entering here. So you have a 2 mana for the breaking. It's a Dimir card, a blue and black, and target player puts the top 8 cards of his library into his or her graveyard. Unfortunately, it doesn't have Cipher. I would have paid a little bit more for Cipher, but, you know.
You know.
So, and they're both rares, I believe.
Yeah.
And
rares.
The entering's a Rakdos. It's 6, 4 colorless, 1 black, and 1 red. And I get to put a creature card from any graveyard onto under your control, and it gains haste. So basically, you get jack cards from graveyards. Is that for the whole?
Until the end of turn.
Okay.
So let's say you mill out like a... What would be a really good card to play?
In a milling deck? Well, you probably want a Basher.
No, like, yeah, so...
Like
you mill out Thread. Yeah, Ghoultree or Thragtusk.
Something big.
Yeah, so like you play Thragtusk, you gain the life, and it gains haste just until the end of turn. The next one is Bred for the Hunt. I think that's an uncommon. It's hard to tell on the screen.
Yeah.
It's a 3, one colorless, 1 green, and 1 blue, and it's an enchantment. Whenever a creature you control with a 1/1 +1/+1 counter on it deals combat damage to a player, you can draw a card.
So that's also good for Simic card draw too.
Yeah. So like paired with any
Evolve mechanic.
Yeah, like the evolve mechanic, or yeah, just paired with anything that with evolve.
So this is called Council of the Absolute. It's a Azorius card. 4 mana, 2 are colorless, 1's white, 1's blue, and as it enters the battlefield, name a card other than a creature or a land. Your opposite opponent can't play cards with the chosen name. Spell with the chosen name you cast costs 2 less to cast.
Yeah.
So that'd be good for like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the first mythic we see.
Yeah, that's the first, and it's an Azorius. It kind of looks cool.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Obsidian.
Yeah, it does.
This is such a sick common.
Deputy of the
I've been talking about
Whittles.
this all week to all our friends.
1 white, 1 blue. It's just a common 2/2 for 2, with flash, and when it enters the battlefield, you can return any target creature. You may return another target creature you control to its owner's hand.
So you can flash back the champion. You could bounce her back into your hand. So it's like a restoration arrow that's common for 2, and it's 2/2, and you can flash it. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
It's sick, and this is a common, and Mace's End is a mythic rare. Like, that's a fun card, but it's not. It's like Door Nothingness. It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
You would only really play it for fun.
Yeah. Here's one that might be going into my deck if I get her. Is how do you say that?
Exava.
Exaldic. Rakdos Blood Witch. It's a 2 colorless, 1 black, 1 red, and this is a legendary creature, so you could use it for commander, but not a lot of people do. It has first strike and haste, which is brutal, and unleash. And each other creature you have with +1/+1 has haste. So, I think it's Rakdos Crackler. If you put +1, it's a 2/2 with haste for 1.
Yeah.
So that'd be sick in my deck because I have 4 of them.
Yeah, and so that's the first. Champion. Which I don't. Have we talked about champions yet?
Yeah. Have we?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think we did at the beginning.
Maybe we did. If we did, you probably know what a champion is. Go watch the trailer. We'll put a link down below. Then is the second champion that we talk about. It's the Azorius champion, Lavinia of the 10th. So it's a 3 colorless, 1 white, 1 blue.
This is when I was talking about bouncing it back.
It's a 4/4. Yeah. Protection from red. When it enters the battlefield, detain each non-land permanent your opponent controls with converted mana cost of 4 or less. Which I think is really cool because it's not just like one, it's each. So if they're playing like not like a deck with a bunch of massive creatures, you can detain their whole board.
Anyway, so basically, I don't know if we talked about this, but champions, they're basically the chosen ones of the guilds to go and fight this maze through and try to get the prize.
Yeah.
An interesting fact, I'm personally a Dimir, he's a Boros, but the Dimir is not on the, the Maze's End guild thing? They're not on there, there's only 9 guilds. So.
The Mythic Land.
So, but they are also a myth until the recent set. Anyway, so the next one is like so broken, it's ridiculous. So if I've thought of this with Hellrider. Anyway, so Master of Cruelties is a 5 mana for a 1/4 that's mythic. It's 3 colorless, 1 red, and 1 black. He has first strike and death touch, and he can only attack alone. So that means like you'll understand. Whenever Master of Cruelty attacks a player that isn't blocked, so he gets through, that player life total becomes 1. Master of Cruelty assigns no combat damage, so theoretically he would be at 1. But if you have Hellrider, it deals 1 damage plus, so you can get a 6 turn kill.
It's so broken.
It's ridiculous. Like, honestly.
Oh.
It's gonna see so much play.
And the thing that I like about it is like they could have made it like a 1-3 or something to make it like a little bit easier to kill, but like a 1-4 and like
and that you can Doomblade it.
Yeah. Man. That card's really good.
And it has first strike and death touch.
And death touch. That's really good.
Okay, here's another champion here.
Oh.
Malik. Malik. Oh, and you take this one.
Malik. Is it Paragon? I think he's the coolest looking one.
You get it's the buy a box promo. You get the special art and the see-through thing.
So he's a 6, 4 colorless, 1 blue and 1 red. He's a 2/4, and you play with the top card of your library revealed, and
okay,
you can cast the top card of your library if it's an instant or a sorcery card. And whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell from your library, you can copy it, and you can choose new targets for the copy.
So like Pillar of Flame, and that can do 4 damage.
You know what was the first thing that I thought about this when I saw this? You with your Gutter Snipes.
Oh, that would be so brutal.
Yeah.
Wouldn't there be 2 spells going on?
I think so.
That'd be 4. Yeah, I have a burn deck that I don't have it sleeved, so I don't play it very much, but it's really brutal. Okay, so as you know, I'm a Dimir guy, and this is the Dimir champion, was it Mirko?
I think it's Mirko.
Mirko Vosk, Mind Drinker.
He's gonna drink your mind.
He's flying, and whenever Mirko Vosk, the Mind Drinker, deals damage to a player, that player reveals cards from the top of his library until he or she reveals 4 land cards, then puts those cards in the graveyard. That's amazing.
4 land cards is a lot. Unless you like
4 mind grinds.
Unless you like didn't.
Well, no, it's not 4 mind grinds.
Unless you like didn't shuffle like very well, and you got like 4 lands in a row. That would be wow.
That's a big chunk of creatures.
That's each time he deals damage.
And then I can use Lazov to get one of the mill creatures and bash you.
Yep.
Obsidet's Aid.
So this is it costs 5, 3 colorless, 1 white and 1 black. It's a sorcery, and it's a rare. You can return target permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield.
That's target permanent.
Target permanent card. Did I say creature?
I don't know, but I just want to emphasize the permanent.
Target permanent card. So yeah, that's
like
pretty
your
sweet.
land. If someone killed your land off.
Yep.
In your white and you flash black in there.
That would work. Or like, if somebody managed to kill Obsidet.
Yeah.
Like the ghost cancel, just bring it back.
I love Obsidet.
That's cool.
Raul Zarek, is that how you say it?
Raul Zarek.
Okay, it's a 4-mana Planeswalker, Mythic. That one was rare, by the way. I don't know if we were talking about the rarities. All the champions were rare that we were talking about.
Yeah.
I think we might have forgot that. But
might have.
Anyway, so it's +1 is tap target permanent, then untapped another target permanent. So that would work really good against, I don't know if you guys know, the Royal Assassin.
Yeah.
Because you could tap him, then untap, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then his -2 is he deals 3 damage to target creature or player. Not bad. But this is his -7 is brutal. Flip 5 coins. Take an extra turn after this one for each coin that comes up. But he's
as heads.
Yeah.
Each coin that comes up.
Yes. No, but he has 4 loyalty counters, so
yeah,
he's pretty strong already. Oh, and Azoria's card here.
Render Silent. It costs 3, 1 white, 2 blue, and it's instant rare. Counter target spell. Its controller can't cast spells this turn. So
you counter something and it can't cast spells.
Yeah.
Exactly. What rarity is it?
It's rare. I think it probably might have.
It'll get some play.
Yeah, it could have been an uncommon, I think.
No, man. You can't cast spells.
Yeah. Well,
so if he starts off with like, okay, I'm gonna cast an enchantment, you're like, I'll counter that, and then you can't play any creatures or anything.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It all depends at what point in the game.
Especially in a fast deck.
Yeah.
That would be brutal.
Yeah, if you're playing faster, like a super hard control, that'd be pretty bad.
And definitely this Rot Farm skeleton I wouldn't play it in my Forest Rot deck. We might do a deck tech of that. If you want to, comment down below. But anyway, the Rot Farm Skeleton is 4. It's Golgari. 2 colorless, 1 black, 1 green, and it can't block. And for 4 mana, I get to put the top 4 cards of my library into the graveyard, and I get to take them back out of my graveyard. But he can't block.
Yeah.
And he's an uncommon. I don't think you'll see much play.
I'd be cool without. Whatever.
Here's a brutal.
Oh my goodness! All bow, but you see, we all bow down to Rookthar the Unbowed, but he doesn't bow
because he does not bow.
He is unbowable. Oh man, he's a 6/6 for 6, 4 colorless, 1 red, 1 green.
Rare and Vigilance and Reach.
Rare, yeah. He's the Gruul champion. And he attacks each turn if able, which sometimes might be a bad thing,
Death
but
touch.
Well, yeah, but usually for a 6/6 it's not bad. But
you can't block with him. Oh, he still has Vigilance.
Yeah, he has Vigilance.
Oh yeah, that's brutal.
And whenever a player this is the thing that would kill a lot of people. Whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, Rookthar deals 6 damage to that player. So I think
Doom Blades would be horrible.
Yeah.
But if you Doom Blade him, it would only be 1/6 damage.
Yeah. But, like, I think that with this card coming out, I think people might need to rethink their control decks.
Yeah.
Because, like, any unnecessary non-creature spells, you're not going to want to play just for, like, fear of him. Because he's unbowed.
The Showstopper is a Rakdos.
That's the coolest art I've seen in so long.
1 mana. Shut up! 1 mana, 1 red and 1 black. And until the end of the turn, creatures you control gain. When this creature dies, it deals 2 damage to target creature and opponent controls. It's an instant, and it is a uncommon.
That would be kind of. That's a weird card.
Look at that guy.
Okay. Sin Collector. That guy. 1 colorless, 1 white, 1 black. When Sin Collector enters the battlefield, target opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose an instant or sorcery card from that and exile that card.
Exile it.
Yeah, I think it could see some play with especially with that that Obsidian card, the one that
Obsidian Aid.
Yeah, the one that can return.
Okay, so Sire of Sanity is a 6 mana demon for 6/4, and at the beginning of each end step, each player discards his or her hand. It's fun. It's fun.
Is he dunking a human into water?
I think that might be acid.
Possibly. I kind of like him. He's cool looking.
Oh yes.
No.
I was checking something how much more we have because this video is running really long.
Not very much.
Okay, we'll try to skim over this, guys.
We got Taysoi, Envoy of Goy.
What did you say? Toisa?
Taysa, Envoy of Ghosts. It's a 4/4 for 7, and it's a 5 colorless, 1 white, 1 black. It's a rare. It's the Obsidian champion. Vigilance and protection from creatures, which is really sweet. And whenever a creature deals combat damage to you, destroy that creature, and you put a 1/1 white-black spirit token with flying onto the battlefield. I think it's pretty cool. Seeing as how she has like protection from creatures.
Especially against token decks.
We missed that.
I think we're just going to skip the fuse cards and just go on to the normal cards because they're really hard to read.
Okay.
Anyway, so Trostani's Summoner here. When Trostani's Summoner enters the battlefield, put a 2/2 white knight creature token with Vigilance, a 3/3 green Centaur creature token, and a 4/4 green Rao token with Trample on the battlefield. She's a 7/1/1 Elf Shaman. You get 4 tokens.
If you can blink her.
That'd be absolutely horrible.
Classic.
This one's sick. I'm going to put this one in my Forest Rod deck.
We have Varolz, the Scar Striped. He's the Golgari legendary creature, the champion. He's a 2/2 for 3, 1 colorless, 1 black, and 1 green, and each creature card in your graveyard has Scavenge.
For its mana cost.
And it's for its mana cost. And if you sacrifice another creature, you can regenerate him.
Brew.
So that's, yeah.
Is that the...
If you have, like, a deck with, like, a bunch of, like, really big mana cost cards, just, like, in the graveyard, that's cool.
Why?
Like,
you have to pay a lot to scavenge.
Scavenge? Oh, yeah, true.
Like, I can scavenge, like, if I dropped in my, like... I don't know.
Yeah.
And I could boost something up and it'd still be 2 mana. Like that Lawful Drill.
Oh,
I can discard, and I can big and then put... Yeah.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
Voral of Hulk... This is the Simic one. It kind of sucks. But I guess it's a 3 mana, 1 colorless, 1 green, 1 blue. It's a legendary creature. And you can pay 1 green, 1 blue, and you can tap it. For each counter on target artifact, creature, or land, put another one of those. So it'd be good for Evolve, I guess.
Yeah, it would be good for Evolve, but I don't know.
Or
I think it's my least favorite of the champions.
I've never played anything near Simic, so.
And the last card, Zorta Ancient. It's a 7/5 for 5, and which is pretty good. And whenever a player taps a land for mana, that player adds 1 mana to his or her mana pool of any type that land produced. That's cool.
Until your opponent's shooting out, like, Pillar of Flames.
Well, yeah, but, like... But still, that there has to be...
Think about this. So you have 2 red mana.
Okay.
You tap them both.
Okay.
You can play 4 Pillar of Flames.
Yeah. But your opponent can do the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Oh, your opponent does that. Yeah. But I guess there has to be...
Insta 8 damage. Second turn, 8 damage. That would suck.
Yeah. But I guess there has to be some kind of, like...
Give and take?
Yeah, give and take. I
it's
mean,
like that one in
you're getting...
Crash.
Yeah.
The one where it gains lifelink and it blocks it or attacks it.
Yeah, but you're getting a 7/5 for 5. And... that...
Apparently Magic's by Hasbro. Who would have known?
Who would have known? So...
thanks, guys.
That's what we're talking about.
Check out our other video. I'll annotate it after the video. About what the pre-release for it.
Yeah. So we'll see you later.
See you later.
Counterpoint MTG, down in the dungeon, making the plays, talking about Dragon's Maze. I rhymed! Yes!
Yeah.